What did you do the first time your parents left you unsupervised for some extended period of time? I remember back when I was in high school, probably about freshman year, my parents decided they were going to start taking some trips together. And they would go to Vegas for an extended weekend or something like that, a few days away. Left me home alone. And it was my first taste of freedom, my first chance of independent responsibility. And what did I do? Pretty much just ate junk food all week that whole time, pizza and McDonald's and all that good stuff. Kept myself kind of in a routine, went to work when I needed to and whatnot, but had buddies over, real mild, not a massive thing or anything like that. Watch some movies, stuff like that. And it just kind of built responsibility within myself, but it showed me and gave me a first taste of actual freedom. Kind of like when I got my driver's license, was able to drive around. Didn't exactly obey all the laws or anything like that. Sped up sometimes, maybe we did some crazy stuff, but just testing the boundaries of my freedom. And I'm bringing this up because I had an interesting thought in a post that kind of sprung up on me when I was talking about Easter and people that this is their first Easter deconstructed and they don't know what to do at this time because there's this freedom you now sense. Your whole life up to that point has been programmed and told this is the way to walk down the path. Here's what we do, and whether it be familial just traditions or church traditions, but this is how we celebrate this now in the church. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to go and get ready to go to service, do a brunch, come home, have Easter egg hunt, or have resurrection cookies or whatever it is. But always told, and you had a plan. Now that plan is out the window. Do you abandon it completely? Do you set up new traditions? I think the answer probably is you got to experiment. Go back to when you first experienced these freedoms, when your parents left you unsupervised, when you got your first time to drive your car by yourself and go out and explore. Reflect on that and see what that is, what that was like in your life, that just freedom that you had, and embrace it. I remember another example is first time my sister let me watch her plays. I was a little older at this time and threw a pretty decent sized party at the place, big enough that the cops showed up. And there's probably 40, 50 people in this small apartment, and cops come to the door and they're like, "Hey, Dan, the cops are here." And I come over and, "Hey, how you doing?" They're like, "How many people are in your house?" And I go, 6. And meanwhile, I hear all the clinging and clattering in the background as people are leaving out the back door. And luckily enough, when the cops kind of came in and explored the place, all the nefarious things, the alcohol and all that, was kind of removed or hidden, except for an empty keg, and there was only 5 or 6 people left. So they took the empty keg, gave me a stern warning, and said, "Behave yourself if anything happens on you." But then I spent the next day cleaning and repairing, not that great, but doing the best I possibly could. But that was my experience on freedom. So there's decisions you're going to make that are good decisions. There's decisions that are going to be bad decisions, but you learn and grow from it. And I think that's how you have to approach this new freedom that you experience coming into Easter. And what do you do? What do you do on Christmas? What do you do on Thanksgiving? Our first few Easters after deconstructing was staying within our programming. It was too comfortable for us. We became people pleasers still and did everything. Hosted the Easter party with the family, had everyone over, set up an Easter egg hunt for all the kids. Did all this extra work just to appease family because we knew we had upset them when we told them we didn't believe like them anymore. And tried to keep the peace this way until finally, and luckily, COVID happened and gave us a convenient excuse to say, "Hey, we're done doing this. We're done kowtowing to you, bending knees to fit your things. If you guys want to have a party, great. But someone else is going to have to help plan and put together this whole thing. It's not going to fall on all of us to celebrate your holiday like you want to celebrate it. We'll be more than happy to help, but it's not going to be all on us." So I guess it's just experiment and feeling your way through. If you want to live inside the comfortableness and the program that you already had just because it's easier, I get that. Did that for 6, 7 years. If you want to experience the freedom and experiment and see what's new out there and how to really do it and set up new traditions, I've done that also. There are no wrong answers. There's just things to learn from. It's new. It's scary because you're in the wilderness. You don't know what's around you, and you have to find and navigate your way out. Well, you just got to start walking. You'll find a direction. If you run into a cliff, you know that was the wrong direction. Turn and go a different one. Eventually, you'll find your way out and find what's the best way to go. But just keep pushing. Push through the scary dauntiness of deconstructing, the fear of the unknown and what's not out there. Find that bravery within, experiment, explore, and see what works best for you. You're going to find things that are bad decisions, and that's all right. You learn from them. You're going to find things that are good decisions. That's great. You just built a new tradition. But the thing is now it's on you. Pilot that ship and find what's best way for you to go.